hallucinations. Intercept course of the Romulan ship. Shields up, load all torpedo bays. Stand by phasers. Warp factor 8, engage.
Claire, what are you doing pulling me out of my hole early? Huh? I'm just like a little groundhog over here. I'm gonna wait behind the starting soon screen until something happens. Well, looks like something just happened. Raiders, welcome in. Big shout out to Claire Coffee. Clara, I hope that you're doing well. I'm loving your posts on Instagram. What were you guys making today? Were you gaming on stream? Were you making some food? What's up? But Raiders, if you've not joined me before, Laura, I see you in chat. What's up, Laura? Hey, we tasted it. Welcome in. Guys, if you haven't joined me before on this channel, my name's Logan. I'm a chef instructor in Denver, Colorado. I run Ingrediology, and this week we are making a spatchcock chicken on stream. That's gonna be our free cooking class here. You can find the class guide over on ingrediology.org if you'd like. Just hit !recipe in chat, and that'll take you over to our website where we have a list of the equipment you're gonna need, the recipes that we're gonna be making today. It even functions as a shopping list. There's nutritional information, so pretty useful thing we're putting out there for you guys. I hope that you get a lot of use out of it. Get a lot of use out of it, good uses. Anyways, I wasn't expecting to start this early. Claire, what are you doing? Made zoodles with cream cheese, avocado sauce, and pesto chicken. Awesome! That sounds awesome. Avocado sauce, so cream cheese avocado sauce. I've never made a cream cheese avocado sauce. Is that just something you do in the RoboCoop? I'm assuming you don't cook it, but it does sound very fatty, and fat means flavor, and so I bet it was delicious. Thanks, Claire. Thanks, Laura. Rose, 100% applaud for the effort put into the site and guide. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate that. We do put a lot of effort, into getting you guys the resources to make the classes as easy to follow as possible. I used to teach IRL cooking classes here in Denver for about 4 years before COVID happened, and at which point we took everything online, and I just started doing it from my house. So it's been an experience. It's been a bit of a learning curve. So I'm going from just like a regular kitchen, teaching people on a nightly basis, to having to learn all this tech. So I'm glad that you like what we got going on the website. Thank you. I don't stream, silly Tef. Hey, Sir Grunge, what's up, buddy? Welcome to stream. Happy Wednesday to you. Super refreshing. Not cooked. Oh, very nice. So served cold. I got a gigantic water bottle the other day. I needed a water bottle to take with me disc golfing, and this is a 64-ounce half-gallon water bottle that I got. So I'm trying to drink one of these a day. We're gonna work our way through it during the stream. I'm giving us a couple of minutes since we did start early. I want to make sure that the people who are joining us over on Tastemade have the opportunity to get in. Looks like we're still about 4 minutes out over there, so I'm just gonna hang out and talk with you guys until we're ready to go. Is that cool? But guys, can we get a shout out for Claire Coffee if we haven't already? I'm sure the bots took care of that. But also our fellow moderators, Snake Eye DIY and Tef Bana, who both also stream on their channels, Gaming and Makers and Crafting. They're wonderful people. You guys need to be checking them out as well. And if you're joining us on YouTube or Facebook, welcome to the stream. Hit that subscribe button or hit the follow for our channel page over on Facebook so you guys can catch these live streams when we go live. We always go live weekly at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesdays. That's when we do our afternoon classes, our Wednesday weeknight dinner. So yeah, thank you for the shout outs. Let's go, said Claire. I'm done with jokes. Now I learned from Logan. Oh, okay, heard. Are we done joking now, Johan? Because I was hoping for a few more jokes during stream. All the channels. Yes, that's right, Laura. We go out simultaneously to 4 different platforms right now. That's what we've been doing here lately, which means we are going to be exiting our Twitch affiliate agreement. It's a choice, but if you guys would like to continue to support the stream, this takes a little bit of money to put into it each month, but if you'd like to help us pay for groceries or website hosting fees, go to ko-fi.com/ingrediology, and I actually get 100% of that money instead of Twitch taking their fees out. So it's actually much more helpful for us in the long run, even if we don't have quite as many subscribers. So thank you to the people who already subscribe over there. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. People like Nicole Rowe and Jose. By the way, how's the baby? The baby, Claire, is fantastic. Remy is growing like a little weed. He's got to be over 15 pounds now. I think he's 5 months today. He's 5 months old today, and he had a fever last weekend. So Kevin and Kathy went back to Indiana, who are Megan's parents that live with us. So they went back to Indiana for a week, and then over the weekend, Remy, I mean, maybe this is just too much or whatever. For those parents out there, you'll understand. If you're not, you might be a little grossed out, but he wasn't pooping. So he was a little constipated, switching over to formula here lately, and we were concerned about that, so we called Kaiser, and they told us to take his temperature, and we took his temperature, and he was at 102.3. So then they told us to come into the hospital. We went to the Rocky Mountain Children's Hospital emergency room, spent about 4.5, 5 hours of our Sunday in there, which they gave him a little bit of Motrin and made sure his vitals were good and everything, and then sent us on our way. The fever dropped from 103, it was 103 when we got to the hospital, and it dropped back down to 100 by the time we left, and then we just gave him Tylenol. So he was a little sick over the weekend, but he's doing much better now. He's back and smiley, he's energetic again. We had a nice little day running errands. Thanks for dropping this Ko-Fi link, guys. 5 months already, I know, Claire. How's the Meg? Well, Sir Grunge, the Meg is doing well. She actually had to go into work on Tuesday, which she normally works from home, but she went into work Tuesday because her boss was in from out of town or something like that. She had to do a little bit of FaceTime with people. So I had Remy all day yesterday, and then I've been in full daddy mode here these past couple days. I'm sorry that we've hit a bit of a bump on our YouTube channel and other places, social media, like not getting as many videos as I want edited out. Hey, it happens. Remy comes first. That's just how it is. Oh no, I hope he's okay now. Yeah, he's just fine, Laura. He's doing much, much better. Let's hugs, Meggiology. All right, guys, I think we are at the point where our Tastemade viewers are going to be joining us here shortly. We're at 3:01. If you're joining us on Tastemade, if you're intending at all across any of our channels to cook along with us, let me just give a little advertisement one more time. Hit ! recipe in chat. That'll take you over to our website. We put up a free class guide, just like all these classes, they're free, telling you the equipment you need to use. The recipes are contained in there. There's nutritional information. You can scale it by serving size. You can also change it from Fahrenheit into Celsius if you're outside the United States. There's all sorts of features here that we got on the website. So go check that out. But today on stream, we are going to be making a spatchcock chicken. Now that's going to be accompanied by some roasted garlic potato wedges and a kale salad that we'll be putting together while our chicken's in the oven. But what is a spatchcock chicken? Spatchcocking is a technique where you remove the backbone of the chicken and then you butterfly it open. Now, why would you want to do this? Too often when you're roasting a chicken whole, you end up with overcooked breast and undercooked legs or dark meat down there on the bottom. And spatchcocking helps to fix this. It allows your chicken to cook more evenly and actually quicker in the oven. And you can also do it by putting it on the grill, smoking it, pan frying it. All this makes a chicken, a whole chicken like we have down here on the board, much more manageable. This is what we got down here. Here's our chicken. It's been sitting out. Oh, I should change this transition right here. Always do it. Every time. This is the way. This is the way, Claire. Yes. How do I spatchcock a pork tenderloin? You cannot spatchcock a pork tenderloin, Snake Eye, but good question. I will be showing you, though, today how to spatchcock your chicken. Hello to everybody in Tastemade. I see we have somebody hanging out in chat down here. Say hi. Where are you joining us from? Who is this? Oh, Sway. Hover Sway, thank you so much for supporting us over on Ko-Fi. That's awesome, and the browser source is working, so that's amazing. I'm assuming that's Hover. So Hover Sway, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Sarah. And you guys can also support at ko-fi.com/ingrediology with a monthly $5 of subscription or just a one-time tip for coming to the class. I really appreciate it. Now, we have the chicken down here on the board, like I was talking about. Our main goal is getting this into the oven. We got to get this roasting. This is going to be the first step because it's going to be our longest step. So we need to begin by removing our backbone right here. Now, I had my global sitting out to use this for, but I don't think I'm going to use my global. I'm going to use my Hinkle knife. It's a little heavier. You want to get yourself a heavy chef's knife. Heavy is a relative term, but the heavier your knife is, the easier you're going to be able to go through the rib bones that are connecting to the spine there on the back, okay? For any vegans in chat, my apologies in advance. You're probably going to want to switch the stream off at this point. I don't blame you, but we're gonna break this bad boy down. Now, I've had my chicken sitting out at room temperature for about the last 2 hours, and by allowing it to come up to room temperature, or at least the majority of the outside parts of the chicken to come up to room temperature, it's going to allow for much more even and quicker cooking, and our skin not being as cold or as wet will crisp up even nicer. Well, I'll talk to you about that here in a second. So a chicken is very much similar anatomy to humans, right? Here's the backbone, the spine running down here. I'm gonna insert my knife on the left-hand side of our spine and then just start cracking ribs all the way down. And then after that's through, after I'm through with the knife all the way to the bottom, I'll do it on the same side over here. Well, I'll do it on the opposite side of our spine over here on the chicken, okay? DJ Skids, good afternoon. Hope all is well. Everything's going great, DJ. We're here making our spatchcock chicken today. So, putting that knife, again, to one side of its neck, and then just running it down, cutting anything you come in contact with. Okay, so that's one side. You can see some of our ribs are split away from the inside there. That's good. Starting to open up, but now you gotta be a little bit more careful with this second cut, because when it's in 2 pieces or at least split open like this, it's a little bit more of a challenge to handle. Whew. There we go. Now, if you wanted to make your own chicken stock at home, this is a great piece that you wouldn't want to throw away, all right? So you can save this for stock, put a little mirepoix. You guys saw me talking about mirepoix here the past week on Instagram, made that little video for you guys. But hang on to that if you plan on making your own stock. I don't today, so I'm not gonna be reserving it. There we go. Whew. Now, since we've removed the backbone from our chicken, we've opened up the interior section. We're looking in from the back of the rib cage right now. This is the back side of what's known as the keel bone, what would be our sternum in humans. We're gonna take, wow, that knife is hella sharp. Thanks, Johan. I try to keep it sharp. We're gonna take and run the tip of our knife just up the back side of the keel bone, kind of separating out some of this cartilage right here, and then giving a quick chop right there at the top, okay? Now what's gonna happen is we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna press this thing flat, and it should just split. All right, but it's not gonna break the chicken in 2 pieces. It's just gonna split, allowing our chicken to lay more flat, all right? So up and over, you open it up from the backside like that, and then with the heel of your hand, give it a press, all right? Is it safe to refreeze the spine to make stock later? That's a great question, Hover. Thank you. Yes, you absolutely can save your chicken pieces and parts. If you want to hang on to the neck that came inside your chicken, as well as the backbone that we take out during the spatchcock process, freeze those up in a nice little freezer bag. Then you can take those out whenever you're ready to make stock, or continue to accumulate them if you want to make a really big batch of stock. That way, as you're using chickens, you get to say 5 chickens worth of leftover pieces. Then you could take and throw those all in the pot and make a big batch of stock out of it, okay? So with this split, you see how our keel bone popped out right here in the center? Boom, that's great. That's exactly what we're looking for. Our chicken is laying flat. The legs come in just like this. Let me deal with this backbone. Legs are flat. Now, what we need to do, oh no, you don't have a wingtip over here. Did I cut that off or did it come like that? I'm not sure. All right. What we're gonna do is run our skewers through the center of our chicken, the center mass, to get this to maintain this shape as it cooks. If you don't secure it with skewers, it can kind of bunch up as it cooks. It'll come up, it'll get tighter and not maintain this flat shape, all right? So I've got 3 metal skewers over here on the side. If you were to use bamboo skewers for this part of our spatchcocking process, just make sure that prior to cooking them, you have soaked your bamboo skewers in about 1 inch of water. That way, when they go in the oven, they don't just burn because they're made out of, well, bamboo. They've got a little bit of moisture inside of them, so they won't get blackened on the tips. So the first skewer that we're gonna run through our chicken is gonna be right here at the top of the breasts, but underneath the tip of the wing, okay? So midway point of our chicken, we're gonna press that through. This is fairly easy, not a lot of connective tissue. It's basically only white meat inside of our chicken at this point. And we are going to skewer that. You know what? I'm doing this all backwards, guys. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. We need to make our butter. And then after we've made our butter and rubbed that into underneath our skin, then we're gonna skewer this thing. All right, I got ahead of myself. My bad. So, with the chicken already spatchcocked, I'm gonna move this off to the side for the time being. And then we'll bring into play our larger cutting board to chop up the rosemary and thyme that's gonna be part of our herb butter. So we have, well, I'll show you that in a moment. Never seen skewers used before. Interesting. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad to introduce you to that. Hava. There we go. Oh. Looks hella gross on the inside. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Peanut Gallery, for chiming in right here. All right. These are the ingredients for our compound herb butter. A compound butter is just butter that's had things mixed in with that, be that roasted garlic or herbs or other flavorings that you might want to incorporate into your butter, whether you're spreading on bread or putting it on meat like we're doing today, all right? So in this compound butter is going to be half a teaspoon worth of fresh thyme leaves, half a teaspoon worth of fresh rosemary. We can just dump that out right there on the board. We've got 4 tablespoons, 2 ounces, half a stick of butter, and then 1 tablespoon of salt. That's quite a bit of salt, but this is gonna be what's seasoning our chicken, the whole chicken, okay? Now, we've let our butter hang out at room temperature so that it softens up, and it's much easier to incorporate our herbs and salt into it. I would advise you do the same ahead of time. Now we're dealing with our herbs like thyme and rosemary. Just grab these from the top, pull in the opposite direction that the leaves are growing, and they'll pop right off. For the more tender tops of our thyme sprigs, I just like to go back and do this individually because it's not going to stand up to that pulling action anyways. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Got a quick recipe for stock lying around? Water, salt, pepper, Trinity? Well, I would use mirepoix, Chris, but that's a great question. When I'm doing my stock, I'll use whatever leftover chicken pieces, be that the spine if we're doing spatchcock, or the neck, or when I cut down a whole chicken, if I just remove the breasts and I'm taking the legs, I'm doing like fried chicken with it. I'll take the leftover carcass, put that in the water. You want to fill up the water inside your pot so that it covers your chicken by a couple of inches. And then add to that a mirepoix mixture. So carrots, hey! Thank you so much for the follow, Custom Sound Alerts. Is that something I set up? What's going on? To that water though, you'll add that mirepoix mixture of carrots, celery, and onion. A couple of garlic cloves. A bay leaf is really nice inside of your stock. Maybe some leftover thyme sprigs, herbs you got laying around, which would be like fiend herbs. And then I just set it on low. No salt. No nothing inside the stock, nothing seasoning the stock other than the herbs and your aromatic vegetables.
Logan, we good?
And then I let it go on low for a few hours if I have that kind of time. Last time I made stock when we did the chicken, I think I made stock. When we did the biscuit top chicken pot pie, I took that chicken carcass, I made stock with it with veggies and whatnot. There's our teaspoon or half teaspoon of fresh thyme, by the way, guys. That's going in. Last time I made chicken stock, I was up late and Remy had woken up and I had the stock going on the stove and I'm making the bottle and I said to myself as I'm putting the bottle in the microwave, I went, you need to turn off the stock because it was like 11 o'clock at night and it'd been going for a few hours and it just needed to be shut off and strained and then put away. And then I'm upstairs with Remy and after like a 40-minute feeding and change and wind down and getting him back to sleep, then I completely forgot about the stock. I come down the next morning and Megan's like, oh, hey, I pulled the stock off the stove for you. And that's when it hit me that I had left it on the entire evening. She thought I did it on purpose. I had not done it on purpose. So yeah, don't leave it on all night. It was delicious stock. It worked out really well. It was golden and it's so flavorful. But if you're gonna do that, try and start it early in the morning. That way you don't have your stove on all night like this dummy did. Emily's cooking as well. Emily, how you doing, Emily? It's good to see you. Glad you're here on stream. Are you guys on Tastemade or are you over here in Twitch? Well, you're in Twitch because I'm reading you from Twitch. I also have not used skewers outside of the barbecue. Yeah, I don't use my skewers too often. You know, if I'm like making lamb kefta or kebabs of some sort, like those metal ones really come in handy, but they're not an everyday kind of item here in my kitchen. So we're just mincing up our rosemary right now, guys. This is gonna be about a half a teaspoon of fresh rosemary that we're gonna put into our compound butter. I always offer the neck to my son. He can't want that, in his words as a 4-year-old 5 years ago. I can't want that. I can't want that. I can't wait till he starts talking. Yeah, I did think Logan had it all on all night on purpose, but I didn't blame him as we're both so tired. Yeah, I got done with Mermie's feeding with the stock on the stove, and I just went to bed. Not on purpose. Just totally forgot that it was sitting downstairs. All right, we're mincing. Guys, if you're just joining us here on Ingrediology, you're wondering what we're doing, you can hit !recipe or !menu in chat, and that'll give you a link to our website where we have all the recipes laid out. You can follow along. It's got equipment lists, shopping lists, nutritional information. It's good stuff. So with our herbs added in here, I'm just gonna don some gloves. You can use a fork or a rubber spatula to mix this together. It gets so much more mixed quicker if I'm using my hands. That's why we're doing the gloves method here today. Very salty butter. Again, if you're just joining us, so this is 4 tablespoons, 2 ounces of unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon of salt, and half a teaspoon apiece of fresh rosemary and minced thyme. Just to be safe, exactly. And now Meg is checking to make sure the home insurance policy is up to date. Just to be safe, you know, just in case. Just in case, no. I mean, the electric stove is fairly safe. Again, I'm not telling you to leave anything on. Speaking of leaving things on, make sure your oven is preheating, everybody. Set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit here at the top of the class. Get that preheating. Mine's already up to temperature. And we're gonna be baking our spatchcock chicken today on a rack. Constant vigilance. All right, switching out boards one more time. We're gonna go back to our plastic chicken board. I'm not washing that because we're gonna be coming back to it again later on when we do our potato wedges and whatnot. Okay. So we have our chicken, which we need to rub our butter into, and then we're gonna skewer it and get it baking in the oven. Oh, that's too. There we go. There we go. Good. How you guys doing on YouTube and Facebook? You can talk to me live, guys, you know, if you weren't aware. You can talk to me live via this. We have our chicken. We're gonna take just little bits of our butter right here, and we're gonna rub this in. He's a Butte Clark. Is that like a, oh, what's that from? That's from the Chevy Chase movie. Chevy Chase. Am I talking about the turkey? I don't know. Sarah, you should know by now that I am not the person to shout movie quotes at. I'm not gonna get it, okay? I am uncultured. Little bits of our butter here, guys, and I'm just taking and putting it underneath the skin and then rubbing it on top just to get it down all throughout the breast and the thigh regions. Boop, boop. Yeah, I said it. Logan, it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Thank you. For home gamers, it's much more effective for you to buy chickens as a whole and then cut them up yourself in our times of high inflation. Amen to that. I was listening to something put out by the New York Times on their podcast this morning about inflation and the comparative to the 70s when inflation was high as it is today, and how the Fed fixed it. It's a good podcast. You should check it out. It's New York Times Daily. Okay. Now over here, you're going to find the side of the skin that has the, whoop, what about that? There. Now over here, you got the little side of the skin next to the thigh. We're going to lift that up, Put some butter in. Put some more butter in. And then we're just taking and rubbing that all the way down. Just divvying it up, okay? Get that rubbed in between the skin and the meat. Massage the calves, I will. Ooh, chicken calves, ooh. Y'all a bunch of dirty birdies up in here. I'm just trying to show you how to cook, okay? I'm an innocent cook. Y'all are a bunch of dirty-minded internet people. I don't even know. Oh boy. There we go. And a little bit of excess butter has gotten on your hands. We're gonna hit the outside skin as well. Some of the stuff that's left over in the bowl, just so it crisps up from both sides, you know? How much sriracha in this recipe? No sriracha in this recipe, Snake Eye. Also, by taking and separating the skin from the meat is also going to help add to the crispness inside of our chicken as it's roasting, because it's separating, it's creating a gap in between the two, so the skin can get even hotter and crisp up to a greater degree. All right. Okay, buddy, we need to get you skewered and then on a sheet tray with a rack. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna remove one glove, operate the skewers with this hand, and hold the chicken with the other. Now, just as we did before when I faked you guys out, we're gonna take and insert our skewer from one side of the breast straight through to the other. We call that latitudinally. Like if this is the longitude of the chicken, this is the latitude, so latitudinally. Is that even a word? And then the second skewer is gonna go in right at the side of the thigh, all right? So we wanna put this into the meat of the thigh itself and then work it through the side and go back at the same position we came out, or we went in with the first thigh. All right, does that make sense? So let's go to camera 3 here. This is gonna be a little bit easier for you guys to see what I did. So went in on one side, making sure it came out of the same position on the other side of the thigh. And with our last one, we're gonna take and we're gonna secure the bottom part of the thigh to the drumsticks. So, what was that? Okay, I'm typing in the timing again. So we're gonna go through the lower part of the thigh, through the meatier part of our drumstick, and then out again, just reversing the positions we're going through, all right? So this 3 makes it fairly easy to transfer our chicken in and out of the smoker or the grill, whatever you happen to be using, if you were gonna go that route, or the fryer as well. We are gonna be roasting our chicken today, so we have some pans set up with parchment paper and a wire rack. Well, I had a pan. I've been using it for prep over here. So let's get the potato stuff out of here, because I want to use this big sheet tray. Oh, everybody, if you're following along with the class guide at home, my apologies, but I forgot to put the microplane in as one of the recommended pieces of, wait, what is calf cam? Where is the calf cam? Okay, first off, let me address this problem. You need to have a microplane or a grater for our potatoes. For the garlic specifically. You can finally mince our garlic if you don't have one of those, that's perfectly fine. But I couldn't find a picture of one while I was making the site, and then I forgot to go back to it and upload a different picture. Take a picture. All right, let's clear our cutting board down. Huh? What do you say? Oh my gosh. 3,000, no, I want it to be 800 milliseconds. No more, no less, that's what we're doing. You want calf cam though? I didn't even have my calves out today, guys. Like I said, y'all are a bunch of degenerates. I mean, I guess I could have dedicated calf cam this episode because we're not going to be doing anything over on the stove, and I've got the stove cam set up. Ooh. Camera 4. There we go. Oh, bunch of dirty birdies. Selling my body for you. So you want to see my nice runner calves I got right here. Woo! Calf cam. This is calf cam Claire. Let's go. Running races. All right. I'm sorry to everybody on the other platforms who has no idea what we're doing. It's a weird Twitch thing.
Hey, thanks.
Show their feet. Show those feet, bruv. Who's cheering over here? Oh, thank you, Maggie. Stop giving our money to Jeff Bezos. You got 50 cents out of that dollar. We're degenerates. Didn't I find you naked with a bowl of Jell-O? Name that movie. Why are you asking me to name a movie? I just said I have no idea. I have no idea who's naked with a bowl of Jell-O. Bill Cosby. That's so wrong. Gotta pay the man to show his body. Yeah, Megan knows that better than anybody. Where the hell? Okay, here we go. There we go, thank you. What's up, Tim Tam? What's up? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the Greedyology, where we have calf cam and cooking here on the show. Real genius. Wait, Real Genius is the name of the movie, or are you saying that my Bill Cosby reference was genius? I don't think that was genius. Ugh. Okay. God, I hate those foot emojis. Oh, it was the movie. I heard that credit. Okay, with our chicken properly skewered, buttered all over the skin, we're gonna go ahead and pop this into our oven. 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoop. Now, many people are going to ask for an exact time for this. I'm estimating it's going to take anywhere from 50 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. That's what I'm thinking here with the roasting of our chicken, because I can't give you an exact time because all the chickens are going to be different sizes. You know, your oven temperature might not be calibrated as perfectly. So what you want to do, guys, is get yourself an InstaRead digital thermometer. I talk about this almost every single stream because we use it almost every single stream, all right? So grab that out. We're gonna start temping this at 45 minutes. So, hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes. All right, so once that timer goes off, we'll start temping our chicken. It should be golden brown by then. I don't expect it to be the temperature at that point. We'll put this in the thickest part of the breast and then up next to the thigh, next to the, I guess you call it the femur of the chicken, but the thigh bone of the chicken. And then once that reads 155 degrees Fahrenheit, we pull the chicken out of the oven. We're gonna tent it with a little bit of aluminum foil, and then we're going to allow it to rest for a couple of minutes before we serve it, okay? Well, we're looking for 155 degrees internal temperature at the thickest point. That's the benchmark. Not the time, it's the temperature. Whew. Thank you, Snake Eye. All right, catching up with chat over here. Tastemate is pretty quiet as always. The only people really interacting are our Twitch friends over here. If you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube right now, come say hi. Say hi, give us a shout out. It's been a while since you've streamed. I dig your cooking skills, bro. Thank you, Tim. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and we had my son back in October. And so I took 3 months off from streaming. And then we've been going out at a weekly pace here, which is much more manageable than 3 times a week. And we've kind of changed it up so we're focusing more in on the recipes and the class style of this. So I hope you're enjoying it. Thank you, Snake Eye. All right, next order of business, everybody, is going to be getting our potatoes cut and soaking in our salt. So the ingredients that we have for our roasted garlic potato wedges are going to be 4 large russet potatoes, 5 cloves of garlic, 1/3 of a cup of salt, and 1/4 cup or 2 ounces of neutrally flavored oil. I'm using corn today. You can use canola, vegetable oil, whatever you'd like. These are going to be a really crispy, delicious, garlicky, home-style fry is basically roasted garlic potato wedge, something like a steak frite that you'd find at a restaurant or a steakhouse like that. So we're going to wedge these down. Taking my knife out over here. And these have been washed thoroughly. I scrub these every time, all right? Especially since the skins are remaining on. You wanna make sure you're taking like the rough side of a sponge or like a vegetable brush and going over the outside of your potato, guys. Just get any kind of dirt out of there, all right? Then we're gonna have these. And then out of each half, we'll get 4 wedges, okay? There we go. Oh, those are some pretty good wedges. All right, I'm gonna pop them over there into the Cambro. And without soaking these in water, because I don't wanna add extra moisture to our potatoes, you just need to move quickly with your wedges to prevent these from browning. And then we'll throw the salt on the outside of our wedges. That 1/3 of a cup of salt is gonna be coating all these wedges that we chop up, and we're gonna let them soak. Soak, in quotes, we're gonna let them marinate in our salt for about 20 minutes. This is gonna pull out the excess moisture from our potatoes, or some of that excess moisture, not all of it, but it allows your potato to get much crispier. Next order of business, cocktails. To business! I might have a beer with you here in a little bit, Chris. But I gotta get these wedged out first. Guys, if you're just joining us here on Ingrediology, go make sure you hit !recipe here in chat, and that'll take you over to our website where you can follow along with our class guide telling you all the equipment, all the ingredients, nutritional information of exactly what we're making here on stream today. So is Custom Sound Alerts an actual person? What? Okay, so it has to be an actual person because we're reacting to me. I thought this was a bot who just filed in. Custom, welcome to the stream. Great to have you. It's like I have a Sound Alerts as an extension, so I just figured Sound Alerts had put a bot in my stream. You can make Gordon Ramsay yell at me, everybody, if you look in the Sound Alerts tab down there. A couple of bits, you can hear Gordon Ramsay yell at your boy. Glad I stocked up on ketchup for these potato wedges. You know what, Sarah? You know just what to say to piss me off, don't you? Ketchup. Ketchup. I feel like the chocolate. No ketchup, thank you. We don't have ketchup around this house. Kathy has to keep her own bottle of ketchup down in the basement if she wants any ketchup. They have a mini fridge down there. That's where they stock the ketchup in this house.
Logan,
the drink sounds nice. What are you going to be drinking, Snake Eye? And Chris, what kind of cocktail are you making? Yeesh. Okay. We have our potatoes nicely wedged out here, everybody. Here's our 1/3 of a cup of salt. A lot of salt is going to be going into this. You take and spread that right over the top, and then get in here with your hands and just start making every surface come in contact with that salt that we put in there. You can do this in a large bowl, or if you have a 12-quart Cambro like I have, bully for you. Dear user, mod this bot for full custom sound alert features. Nice try. Nice try. How have you gotten people with that though, Custom? Making Indian food right now. Maybe a little white wine. Ooh. Get white girl wasted, Snake Eye. Tonight I'll dip my potatoes in the sauce made by the chicken. Ooh. In that like buttery, schmaltzy rosemary. Ooh. That's a good idea. I use ketchup for McD's fries. For wedges made at home, you already properly seasoned them. Thank you. What? Oh, ranch water? Like, what is ranch? What is this disgusting thing you're telling me? I thought like of ranch dressing immediately. Ranch water. 1/2 ounce of fresh lime, 2 ounces Blanco tequila, 2 ounces Topo Chico mineral water. Stir and enjoy. Ooh. Ranch water. Gravy, baby, gravy. Don't reverse that. No, I haven't taken it that far. You should. You see who you can get in. Oh. We have 0 viewers on Facebook and 2 viewers on YouTube. Okay. Welcome in, YouTube people. It's probably Teff and Kevin who are sitting over on YouTube. Appreciate you keeping my numbers up there. Okay, so this is thoroughly mixed. A lot of the salt has dissolved in with the juices from the potatoes. Now, these won't oxidize with the salt on them. So no need to add oil or keep them in water or anything like that. And specifically, do not put water in with this. Just salt. These get tossed and then off to the side for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Let me go rinse up. Ooh. There's a YouTube channel. Hey, thank you. Yeah, and if any of you guys would like to help us out over on the YouTube channel as well, we're trying to build our subscribers up so we can get to that partner status on YouTube. It's 1,000 subs. I think we're at 50 right now. But we take videos that I record here live, and then I chop them down into smaller, more manageable replays so that you guys can follow along with what we're doing. And instead of having to watch a 2-hour stream, you can watch like a 15-minute video with all the steps laid out for you. All right? Hey, look, it's me. What's up, Darth? All right, guys, give me just a minute, all right? Just 1 minute. I have to use the restroom real quick, which is not usual, but I've been drinking out of that 64-ounce water jug. It's been a lot. Shot. Muted, thank you. Speak louder, says Snake Eye. I just start screaming into the microphone even though I'm muted. What I was saying was, I don't even remember what I was saying. Okay, don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. There was a giant wolf spider in the bathroom this morning. I have this little bathroom here off the kitchen that I use like while I'm working and stuff here at the computer. I don't do spiders, everybody. I didn't kill it. Kathy ended up killing it.
Don't panic.
I walked in, I saw it in the sink. You know, it's about that big around. I was like, well, looks like I'm using the other bathroom, and I just left and went upstairs. I don't even think I told anybody. Now, we need to make the second part of our potatoes right here, okay? Every time. I know, Hover. Okay. So we have our 1/4 cup of neutrally flavored oil right here, and then we also have our garlic cloves that we're going to put through our microplaner, grating them finely, okay? I would have burned the house down. Well, and see, that's what I'm thinking, Hover, is like, if you see one giant wolf spider, that means there's 100 more. I don't even want to sleep here tonight. Oh, dude, you haven't been to the desert where there are camel spiders in the Mideast. I've seen the camel spiders. I've heard tell of camel spiders online. And no, I won't be doing any camel spiders. Thank you very much. They're 3 feet. Yeah, I know. Screw that. Not happening. Now, I was looking at this garlic earlier while I was peeling it out, and it had some brown spots on it. So I'm trying to see what I can salvage out of these cloves. I'll just take that off. We had a little bit of brown right there, but I'll just like that. Give these a pop and take the skin off. 3 inches, heard 3 inches. 3-foot spiders would be absolutely terrifying. Yeah, 3 feet. Shut up, Snake Eye. If they're 3 feet, we're in deep trouble. 3 feet would be a fucking nightmare. Amen, it would be. Ugh. I don't like spiders. Spiders my least favorite thing. Like, if Megan was getting attacked by a 3-foot spider, it'd be a choice to save her. I'd have to really think about it. Especially if she's gonna keep trolling me in chat. Oh, like, is that the spider from Lord of the Rings, Darth? Shelob? Ooh. Hey. Oh, we lost both of our YouTube viewers. That's great. So this microplane, guys, that I told you I forgot to put on the equipment list in the class guide here is, it's just a very fine grater. It's usually used to like zest lemons and limes, any citrus fruit. But it's great if you want some really fine garlic or ginger. Okay. Let's make sure we gotta be really careful to get all this skin out of here because, again, this garlic is going to be so fine, even the littlest bit of skin is going to be ridiculous to get out. There we go. All right, so with our microplane in hand, we're going to start taking and, so sticky. Well, let me make sure I got all the brown bits off here. Brown bits are off. That looks good. That looks good. That's 5 garlic cloves right there. Boom. I don't even need these other 2 brown ones. So we're gonna take and into a small bowl, because that'll just be neater. We're gonna start grating our garlic. Don't grate the root, everybody. So start with the root up, and then just start passing it through your microplane. Favorite seasoning? Hamzen, that's a great question. My favorite seasoning. It's a tough one to answer though, right? Because there's certain seasonings work in certain situations. I mean, I'm a pumpkin spice gal, to be honest with you. But what was it Louis the 14th said? All food needs is a little salt and some black pepper. And that's actually why we have salt and pepper on our tables to this day, is because the French royal court, he started just eating salt and pepper on everything. And it became the standard spices used. Current marketing on air fryers, isn't this just a convection oven? Do you know? Yeah, so Johan, the 2 places at once, Chris. So the air fryers, we have an air fryer, and you're exactly right. It is basically a countertop convection oven. That's what it does. I mean, it's good. It's good at what it does. It'll get things real hot and fry them up quickly, especially like frozen stuff. It does a great job on that. But if you're looking to do things that are battered, I wouldn't suggest it. I actually saw a TikTok the other day where someone took and made tostones, which are like fried plantain chips, in their air fryer. And I'm gonna have to try that out because we have an air fryer, and I love tostones. You love curry, Hamzen? I love curry too. But I mean, curry is, so many different kinds of curries depending on the region of India that you're getting it from. And then those curries consist of different types of spices, changing again by region and by the family recipe of who's making them. Curry can mean like cinnamon and allspice and cardamom and turmeric and pepper powders, all sorts of stuff, you know? But I do love curry in all its forms. I used saffron for the first time the other day. I don't get the hype. Well, if you're talking about hype compared to cost, Hamzen, so saffron's so expensive because it's so hard to harvest. Saffron is the stamen of the crocus flower, and they can't be harvested mechanically. mechanically. So you have to pluck each one of these stamens out of the center of the flower. Then all that, I mean, imagine how big the stamen of a flower is. It's like each one of those individual threads. And then all that gets dried, and you have to pick so many flowers and put so much labor hours into it in order to get just a small amount of saffron. That's why it's so expensive. Now, it adds that certain that touch to Persian food, because a lot of saffron is produced in Iran, and so Persian dishes use it very frequently. Spanish dishes use it as well. So they also produce a lot of saffron in Spain, and so things like why am I blanking on this right now? Not so frito though. Paella, Jesus, paella. So paella, it plays. You got to have saffron in your paella. But I just buy a little bit of it at the grocery store. A little bit goes a long way. Oh, that's your favorite spice, Johan? Interesting. All right, so we have our oil that we measured out earlier. This is our 1/4 cup of oil. And then we also have our garlic. We are going to just add our garlic and our oil together. And then we will toss our potatoes in this garlic oil before putting them into the oven. All right, that's what's going to give the potatoes our nice roasted garlicky flavor there on the outside. I don't know, it just doesn't have a lot of taste for me. My favorite spice is sumac. Sumac's fun. It's got like a light, almost lemony flavor to it. All right, that can go off to the side, everybody. We're gonna do a little tidy, straighten ourselves up right here.
Logan, talk to me.
And we need to get started on cleaning the ingredients for our salad, everybody. And we could probably be a little closer in. Yeah, that's good. That looks good. I'm happy with that. Why's the iPhone camera gotta be the best camera that I have? I have like a DSLR hooked up over here, and then this camera looks better than the DSLR does. Sumac is very good too. I remember what I used sumac in last. I don't even have sumac in my spice cabinet. My whole ass spice cabinet. No sumac in here. I once had a chance to meet Gordon, but cut last minute because of family reasons. Oh, that's too bad, Hamza. I hear he's a nice guy in person. I mean, as long as you're nice to him, I suppose. My hands reek of garlic. Okay, everybody, let's talk about the ingredients that we're gonna need for our salad. To this, we're gonna be adding chèvre. Boop. So here we have the ingredients we're going to be putting inside of our salads this afternoon, folks. We have 1 head of radicchio. Radicchio is a bitter, it's not a green because it's obviously not green, right? But it's related to chicory. So it's a bitter leafy green. I can't come up with another word than leafy green. But this is an Italian thing that you take, and we're going to slice this up thinly and put it in our salad along with our other Italian actual green, which is our lacinato or Tuscan kale. So we're going to take and we're going to de-stem our lacinato kale, removing this ribbed, very, very coarse stem from inside there, and then slicing it thinly along with our radicchio. And then as the toppings for our salad, we're going to put in a little bit of red skin pear. You can use a Bartlett pear or a D'Anjou pear if you'd like. That's totally fine if you can't find these. I just like the red pear. It's a little bit sweeter and softer in texture. We have dried cranberries, and then some goat's cheese, some soft goat cheese known as chèvre. This is from Boulder. They make chèvre in Boulder. And then for the dressing is gonna be super simple, everybody. We're gonna have a little bit of lemon juice, some high quality olive oil, salt, and pepper. You don't need to do a lot to it to make it taste real good. So let's start getting our greens cleaned. Could you use a garlic press, Jess? That is a great question, and yes, you absolutely could use a garlic press if you don't have a microplane at home. Wow, that red pear is really going to sweeten that dish. And you know, with the bitterness of our kale and the radicchio, I'm hoping that from the pear you'll be hitting these little oases of sweetness while you're eating your salad. All right, first let's work on our kale. Now you'll notice, guys, I have my kale in 2 glasses like this. What I did earlier today, because I got this, and well, Kevin got it actually at the grocery store, and it was just droopy. It was wilted. This was around noon today that I did this. So I cut off the bottom parts of the stems, just took a knife, sliced them all. So we got a fresh cut down here at the bottom. And like some flowers you're trying to keep fresh, I just put them in some tepid tap water, and they have sprung right back to life. This is not back here. This is not at all floppy anymore. All right, so our cells have reabsorbed water that they lost. And you can use this trick with parsley, cilantro, any other kind of greens you're trying to use, green onions. Okay, just gotta undo this. Then I'll show you a simple way to de-stem this real easy. CB, welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Hope you're well. I hope you're well too. Thank you. Thanks for being here. I honestly prefer garlic presses anyways. I feel like I'm going to grind my fingers, and I honestly can't be asked. Okay, so I've taken, and on the bottom, I'm showing this camera, so I might as well show you over here. So I've taken and loosened up like the first inch or 2 at the bottom. Then I'm gonna take my thumb, forefinger, middle finger, just kind of grip all the way around the outside of my kale and just run it up the stem, all right? Pulling in one direction and just freeing the leafy part of our kale from the stem, all right? I also prefer garlic presses, yep. How do I tell if I got good olive oil? Well, that is a tricky question because there's all sorts of different types and grades of olive oil, and so many times people think that, you know, if I'm buying the most expensive bottle, that must be the best bottle of olive oil, and that's not necessarily true. Find yourself an olive oil that you really enjoy the taste of, the fruity or peppery balance to it, and get yourself a brand that you like, and it doesn't have to be the most expensive one. Try a couple of different types of oils in the grocery store before you commit to buying that brand. When you think of, oh, I need good olive oil. Loving the smooth, sultry sounds of the 70s poured sax. Yeah, I know. It is. It's very sexy. Very sexy sax. Can't be ours. I've never heard that phrase before either, Maggie. So I'm happy I was introduced to it too. I'm a fan of idioms. Yes, when rehiding vegetables from the stem, I cut the stem again before placing them in water. Not sure if Logan ever covered this. I don't think I have covered it before on stream. Not before today. I can't think of a time. I keep buying the Kirkland oil, but I don't know if it's any good. Now, I do know about Costco stuff that they do contract with very reputable companies to get them to produce their Kirkland brand products. For instance, Grey Goose was making the Kirkland brand vodka for a while. You know, they'll do that because Costco will come and say, we need 100 million gallons of vodka this year. Will you do it? And they're like, yeah, sure we will. I heard James May, the guy from Top Gear, say it, and I love it. I can't be arsed. I cut the stem at a 45-degree angle to maximize the surface area for water absorption. Ooh, we're getting real technical over here. I didn't do the 45-degree angle. I am a failure as a chef. I'm sorry, Johan. You're light years ahead of me. Ooh. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. You are not a failure. Thank you, Johan. I really appreciate that. I learned from you, and maybe vice versa. Exactly. Always be learning. If you're not learning, you're dying. That's my philosophy on it. And I absolutely do learn things from you and other people in chat all the time. Usually weird things that I would have never thought to ask. But I'm learning all the same. Guys, if you're just joining us here on Ingrediology, we are making Spatchcock chicken, as you can probably tell from the stream title, here on our Wednesday weeknight dinner. You can find the class guide by hitting !@ recipe in chat, and that'll take you to our website where we have an equipment list and all the recipes, shopping lists laid out for you to use. It's all free of charge. It's open for you. Only thing we ask is you drop us a like or a follow or a sub or whatever it is on the platform that you're joining us on. We have a TikTok now, everybody. I'm trying to grow the TikTok. If you're not first, you're last. Chris, I can tell where you're at, and I think I need to join you. I need to get on your level. We might be cracking that beer here momentarily. Yes, we do have a TikTok, Maggie. I've been posting things on TikTok. The things that you're putting on Instagram, I'm just taking and putting on TikTok too. Whoop. Flies off here to the side. Now I'm going to take my kale after we've removed all the stems from the inside of here, and I'm going to soak it in some water, put it through a salad spinner. But it's after I've de-stemmed that I generally like to wash my kale. It's easier to do. The stem kind of keeps all these little pockets and divots in place. It's harder for you to really get a lot of the sediment, if there is sediment, out of those pockets without the stem being gone. Just a little personal preference of mine. By the way, the chicken is pop, sizzle, crackling. I love it. Ooh, it is pop, sizzle. I don't want to open the oven and let any of the heat out. But I can hear it as well, Chris. Except on TikTok, he's showing his meaty calves. Exactly. That's on OnlyPans. I hope he's doing it for money. Megan, you can't just rent me out. You can't just rent out your husband, okay? ! OnlyPans. I tell you guys almost every stream, that domain is available. We need to do a sexy chef thing on OnlyPans. A lot of kale. Cutting up a lot of kale. Logan, for homemade chicken stock, how long would you keep that before needing to use it or throw it out? So generally with anything you make, if you're keeping it in the refrigerator, you got 7 days. That's what the health department's going to tell you. You have about 7 days with anything that you're keeping in the refrigerator, and that includes chicken stock. Now, if I'm freezing it, it can last weeks, if not months. You know, when it's frozen and it's just chicken stock, I'm not worried about it really going bad. All right. So indefinitely, I'm sure there's a technical number for that, maybe 3 months for anything that's frozen. But really, if you're past 3 months, but it's been frozen the entire time, there's not been any temperature abuse, your freezer hasn't gone down, you know, it's just been frozen the whole time, then you're good. You're good. So just what I do is I baggie it, vacuum seal it, and then freeze it in my freezer. That way I have it whenever I need to use it. Okay, so we need to make our way over to the sink because I'm going to be doing the salad spinner on this. Get me an LZ over here. Okay, let's go over to the sink, everybody. We gotta wash our kale. F it, pickle the chicken. Cold water. You want to make sure you rinse this very thoroughly, guys, since this is not cooked at all. And any kind of sediment or stuff that gets in here is also going to end up in your salad unless you take care of it at this point. Here's our salad spinner. Let's take and toss like half of this in here. So back here, we're just gonna secure the lid on this thing. Okay, because I made 4 big jars out of the chicken leftovers from the biscuit top chicken pot pie last Sunday, sounds like I need to freeze some. Yeah, and just put it in bags. That'll be just fine. Frozen vacuum sealed, 5 years. Plastic bleeds its vacuum over time. However, if you Mylar vacuum bag in a freezer, it will last indefinitely. Now, I'm not sure what Mylar is, but the vacuum bags that I have for the Food Saver vacuum sealer, is that Mylar? I thought they're just plastic, but they're like they heat seal. Now this salad spinner, guys, it just gets the excess liquid off the kale. All right, so take some of that water off. This is Kathy's salad spinner. I didn't have a salad spinner before moving in with K&K. But I do enjoy that I have one now. I don't know how expensive they are on Amazon. They can't be too much, just made out of plastic. Trained scientists. This is why MREs at room temp last year is because they're sealed in metal bags. Oh, okay, so Mylar is metal. Ah, I see. Mylar is the shiny foil type. Well, it's heard. Thank you, Mile High Psychology. What's up, Chris? We got 2 Chris's in chat here today. I hope you're doing good, buddy. Happy Wednesday, sir. Salad spinners are so worth it. Spinning them salads. Ah! Be careful, guys. You might rip your finger off in an industrial salad spinner accident. All right, now we're going to cut this down. Get rid of that. Let's bring our camera back over. Nope. There we go. Now I'm just going to take my leaves of kale here, guys, and stack them up. Stack them up to a manageable size, and then we're just going to run our knife through it. Now we'll get our lemon and olive oil on here after we've cut up our greens, our radicchio and our kale, so that way the lemon juice and the acid in the lemon juice has time to kind of break down the very fibrousness of our kale. I don't think the bowl that I had pulled out for this amount of kale is going to be big enough, so I will pull our large salad bowl. Now I'm cutting these at about 1/2 inch wide little ribbons, all right? Another word for cutting any kind of herb or salad or green into ribbons is chiffonade. Now let's get a larger bowl for this. Oh, gotta move calf cam. There we go. All right, these can go over into bowl. Ha ha. This is the bowl I'm picking out for this, guys. Rather large bowl. Plenty of room to toss your salad in. The Sabrina, it's so nice to watch somebody cook. Sabrina, I'm glad you're joining us here today. My name's Logan. This is Ingrediology. Thanks for being here. What are some of your favorite foods to cook at home? Product placement allowed. Can throw the microplane, salad spreader, and meat cleaver in chat. Yeah, please go right ahead, Chris. And a meat cleaver would be a great way to spatchcock your chicken. I didn't use my cleaver because it's not exactly something a lot of people have in their kitchens. So I was like, well, I better just show people if they can do it with a chef's knife before we start. Before I start bringing out the specialized knives that you use like maybe once every 3 months. But I got a big, heavy cleaver. I got that joke. Thank you, Johan. That was for you, buddy. Oh yeah, Discord would be more permanent instead of flying by. That's a good point, Snake Eye. I'm new to your channel. Are you a professional chef? Sabrina, yes, I am a professional chef. I worked as a chef instructor for about 4 years out here in Denver, Colorado. After opening up the Seasons 52 out here, I worked in the industry for 10 years prior to going and teaching. And I used to go around and open up restaurants for Seasons 52, which is a restaurant chain owned by Darden. Before I worked for them, I worked at mom and pop kind of bars and restaurants around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've cooked in Indianapolis and Nashville and Texas and New Jersey, and we finally opened up in Colorado, and I moved here. And after a few years of being the sous chef out there in Colorado at the Seasons 52, I decided that I wanted to see my wife because I like her. So I started teaching. I started doing this place where there was like publicly available cooking classes, and then did that for 4 years, hundreds of classes, thousands of guests, and then COVID hit, and I found myself out of a job, and so we started Ingrediology, and I started just doing this from home because I love teaching people how to cook, and I love cooking myself. It's not like I'm going to stop cooking, so if I'm going to be doing it anyways, I might as well just record it all, right? That's kind of my viewpoint on it. But yeah, you can go to Ingrediology.org, hit ! recipe in chat, Sabrina, if you'd like the class guides that I make up for each one of these streams, so you can follow along at home and make this yourself. What happened? Why is Chris's thing all weird? Is that just a restream thing? What? There we go. Thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate you. Let's see. Tastemade? Not a single person has said a single thing in Tastemade. Thank you for being here. All hyperlinks were posted to Discord. Heard. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you. Back down here on the board, guys, we have our radicchio, which radicchio, I was telling you earlier, is related to chicory. It is a bitter, leafy chicory, green, from Italy. I'm going to take out these first 2 layers of our radicchio leaves because they are just dried and wilted. It'll save us in the washing process too. So let's bring this over to the sink. I'm just going to rinse the top of this off. There we go. And then I'm going to halve this through the center. Chicory does sound like a bird, doesn't it, Snake Eye? It's nighttime where I live. Your stream is really relaxing, and I'm excited to try some recipes at home. Fantastic. Where are you joining us from, if you don't mind me asking? So I've cut this in half, everybody, and we have this kind of like cabbage has a heart. This does too. So this is like the root part. It's going to be very bitter and also very fibrous. So we're going to make an angle cut and remove that thing. Get that out of here. Bye-bye. And then we're just gonna slice this thinly like we did with our kale earlier. In bagged salad mixes, guys, you'll often find radicchio, even though you might not know it's radicchio, but those red leaves inside like an iceberg lettuce or whatever Italian salad mix, that's radicchio. So you've probably had radicchio before and never even known it. Now there's a village in Italy, I've heard, that has a festival for the growing of their radicchio every year. And whoever grows the most bitter and flavorful radicchio, because Italians enjoy and really revere the flavor of bitter. Think of Campari, think of this, of chicory, or radicchio. Whoever can grow the most bitter radicchio wins like the prize at their festival. All right, so in half, we're gonna remove these hearts right here. Grilled radicchio is really interesting. You can oil this up and put it on your grill, and it loses some of that bitterness and becomes kind of sweet. Chicory is big in coffee in New Orleans. Yeah, I've heard of chicory coffee. I've never had it before. From Austria, so I normally speak German. Hopefully you understand everything I write. You have better typing skills than Snake Eye, I'll tell you that much, Sabrina. I've always cut them in half and struggled to cut the heart out. Never did I think to cut them into quarters. See, there you go, Johan. Like you said, we're learning off each other. Wow, shots fired. Ah, wie geht's? Willkommen. You can now buy it at Walmart in the USA. Oh, chicory coffee. Nice. All right. Now I'm gonna hold off on cutting our pear, but until we're ready to serve our salad, guys. And same with the cranberries and chèvre. We'll top that right after our potato and chicken come out of the oven. Because I don't want our pears to oxidize. Being exposed to the oxygen is going to turn our nice, beautiful red pear brown. We don't want that, so I'm just gonna keep that off to the side here. Let me tidy up real quick. Café du Monde is the brand. Oh, that's interesting because we have Café du Monde. Is this chicory coffee? And I didn't even know it? Oh, we must have gone through our jar of Café du Monde. I bought Café du Monde last time I was at the grocery store for our coffee. Does all Café du Monde have chicory in it? Wie geht's is German for what's up. Thank you. Thank you, Johan. They have regular and chicory in that brand. Hey, Blob, welcome to the kitchen. How you doing, Blob? Oh, that's 45 minutes on our chicken, everybody, which means it's probably 20 minutes on our potatoes as well. So I'm gonna take and let's give our Chicky Bird a look-see with our gimbal cam, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how we're gonna treat the potato wedges that we've been soaking in salt here for the past 20 minutes. To the oven. Ooh, look at that, guys. That's looking real nice. Real nice. But it's not there yet. I can tell you that with a certainty. But I'm gonna show you how to temp this anyways. Bob, grab your hands for coffee. Oh, Blob, I'm glad you're here. Now, let's see if I can get the zoom right on this camera. If I can, I won't have to hold the camera at the same time while I'm temping the chicken and showing you guys what's up. So there's the cam. We have our instant read digital thermometer right here that I'm using to temp the chicken on, all right? So we're gonna take, and I'm gonna put the tip of the probe in through the side and try and find that bone on the inside of our chicken. The bone you wanna find because it's an insulator. It's gonna be the last thing to cook in your chicken. I'm reading 165 there. 157, 152. And then up with the breasts, I'm reading like 150. So we actually don't have too much longer to go. I told you this stuff cooks quickly. Looks like we might be waiting on our potato wedges. Okay, I'm reading 150. We're gonna give this about another 5 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. That'll give us enough time to get our potatoes in the oven and let those roast while our chicken rests, okay? Now the potatoes are gonna take about 40 minutes, okay? So we might have gotten ahead of ourselves. I should have probably done the potatoes first before I did the chicken. My apologies. Okay. Let's get another sheet tray out. Sheet tray, parchment paper, we need a wire rack. That's all gonna be down here on the board. For our potatoes, we're gonna set that off to the side for the time being because we've gotta drain our potatoes. Now, what I like to do is get a big handful of paper towels if you got those. You can also just use kitchen towels if you have them. But rip these into 2 different segments and then just start taking one of those around. Logan, your TikToks are amazing. Thank you, Zero Brew. It's good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. We were talking about my TikToks earlier. Look at all the excess liquid that has come out of our potatoes, everybody. Look how much is gathered there at the bottom. I'm actually just gonna pour this out and then we'll dry it with our paper towels after that's poured out. There we go. But Zero, how you been? Why the butter on the skin of the chicken before it went in? Added fats are better. Love to know your reasoning. Added fats are better. Was that also a question or? I mean, butter makes everything better. And I added the butter underneath the skin, in between the meat and the skin, so that our skin crisps up real nicely, all right? That's what we're looking to do, is get a nice crispy skin on the outside of our spatchcock chicken, okay? Does that make sense? Be back in a bit. She hangry? All right, Zero. Nikki's sending me to pick up food truck dinner, but I saw you on and had to tell you that. Thank you, Zero. Guys, make sure that you're following Zero Brew over on his channel as well. He is the partner of the illustrious Lil Miss Nikki. You should follow her on her channel. But 2 amazing Twitch streamers. Thanks for stopping in and paying me that compliment, Zero. I really appreciate you. Don't call me a spatchcock, you pussy willow. Randy, what's up, buddy? Good to have you, Siguric. More ghee for me. Was that a pun, Snake Eye? Because I don't like it. All right, so with the excess moisture dried out of our potatoes, we lost a lot of liquid there just by putting salt here on the potatoes. We're gonna take and add to it our garlic oil. So this is just garlic that we've taken and we passed through the microplaner, grating it very, very finely. Added into some canola oil, 5 cloves of garlic, a 1/4 cup of canola oil. And we don't have to salt the potatoes because the potatoes just absorb so much salt by having soaked it. So we're gonna add in all of this garlic oil. I'm gonna toss, whoa. Get out of there. I'm gonna toss some gloves on. Should I broil the chicken to add color if it still looks yellow? Yes, Chris. That's a good point. If you're lacking color on your chicken at this point, let's take a look at it. If you're lacking color on your chicken at this point, which mine is not the crispiest I've ever gotten it, you could turn on the broiler setting, which actually I think I'm gonna do right now. Let's broil this baby up. All right. Tonight for my specialty, I will be cooking hot dogs in a dirty microwave. Anyone in Allentown, PA is welcome to come over. Heard that. Whew. All right, let's take a look back down here at our potatoes. We're just gonna rub all this garlic oil into them because we need to get these in next after our chicken comes out and it's done broiling, okay? Toss, toss, toss. In comes a sheet tray equipped with our wire rack and our parchment paper. But yes, if you're lacking any color on your chicken, guys, you can turn on that broiler. I just have mine set at 525 degrees, but we need to keep a close eye on it to make sure that that skin doesn't burn. You can see it's already starting to bubble up there on the top just due to the direct heat. Ooh, it's moving like a Gremlins movie. And I'm just keeping the oven open because I don't want to continue to, we're continuing to cook it, obviously, no matter what, but it's not getting quite as hot in the oven with the door open. And so we're not overcooking the meat, but we're still browning the skin. Sounds special. I'll be there with a bottle of ketchup. No. Fine, you can eat your dirty hot dog water with a bottle of ketchup. That's where ketchup belongs. On microwaved hot dogs. How dare you, sir? Oh, I dare. Second rack. Whew. How's chicken doing? Chicken's browning. Look at that. Uh-oh. How's the live stream doing over on Tastemade? Good. Better now, I guess. Blob hates ketchup. Blob, I knew I liked you. I mean, I liked you before, but I like you even more now. Now, I'm going to take and turn the chicken because it seems like our breasts that are further away from the door are getting much more brown than the legs are, and I'd like to get a little bit of color on those too. If you're just joining us here on Ingrediology, everybody, today we are making spatchcock chicken. So what you just saw in the oven right there, that is a spatchcock chicken. It's a technique by which you remove the backbone from your chicken, allowing you to lay it flat. And this you could grill, you can deep fry. We're just roasting it in the oven today. But the reason why you would spatchcock a chicken is because typically if you're roasting a whole chicken, when it's finished cooking, either the breasts are overdone or the thighs and the dark meat are underdone. This allows for more even cooking throughout the entire process, all right? By putting it into a more level, I guess, thickness all the way across the chicken. Does that make sense? But you can see what we've done there by securing with skewers, opening up our spatchcock chicken after we removed our backbone. We rubbed it with a compound herb butter that had thyme and rosemary in it. And then we're just crisping up the skin by using the broiler a little bit here. Don't touch the oven rack, Blob. Jessica, Kate, Jess, it's great to see you. How you keeping? Thank you for being here on stream, guys. Make sure you're following Jessica Kate 666 over on her channel. She does cooking, she does gaming, and she's just a really nice person. So go hit the follow button over on her Twitch. I hit Tastemade, but dropped in Twitch. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I got one person. I got one viewer over in Tastemade. Good. King Rasta, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed your chat earlier. What we got on the menu today, Snake already hit you with, but we're doing that spatchcock chicken. We're about to put our roasted potato wedges into the oven once we can turn off the broiler because our legs have been properly browned on the outside here. Man, it's looking real good. Real good. Mushy giant friend, no. Blob, you don't want to be cooked like the chicken, okay? This is not what you want, trust me. It's like we can continue pushing this. We can keep going. Oh, we got exploding chicken here in the kitchen. Rasta, we're doing great, man. Thank you. Yeah, Maggie and I are doing just fine. We had the baby, and I took a little while off from streaming through like October, November, December, and January. We got back into it here in February, and we're right back at our Wednesday weeknight dinners. This is a great shot. Is the oven door open? Yes, Darth, it is open. I just have it open, we're running the broiler. So I got a lot of top-down heat coming right here, but not a lot of ambient temperature down underneath the chicken. I mean, the oven's still hot. It's a hot oven. It was running at 350 degrees this whole time, and now I got it on a 525 degree broiler setting. So it's hot, don't get me wrong, but this is going to focus that heat onto the skin of our chicken instead of focusing on cooking the meat itself. Thanks, Rasta. I appreciate it. He's a good boy. Remy, that is. Remy is the name of our son. He's very cute. He's 5 months old today. There's so much that happens. Each month is so totally different. What happens if you don't place the skewers in it? So, Johan, if we didn't put the skewers inside of our spatchcock chicken, as it cooks and the meat, like, it'll bend. It'll like bend itself back up, right? And you'll have kind of like a hemispherical chicken instead of a completely flat chicken. So the skewers just keep it nice and flat. Like you would with a lobster tail. You ever seen that when people take a skewer and put it up through a lobster tail? That keeps it from curling like a piece of shrimp as it cooks. Same idea here with the chicken. I know, Jessica, 5 months already. It flies by. Connor, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Can we get a shout out, please, for the only deaf guy, fellow food drink Twitch streamer here? You can hang out in his bistro that he works for with his family, and he's a hell of a line cook and a good guy all around. So thanks for being here, Connor. I appreciate you. What have you been up to, my friend? I found so guys, I gotta tell you this quick story. I'm like looking through my YouTube analytics, and I got suggested a channel that was called like Chef Matt or The Chef Matt or something like that. And it was a picture of Connor, and the only deaf guy, as the screen, as his profile picture. And I was like, oh, I didn't know Connor had a YouTube channel. I'm gonna go check it out. So I pop over. All it is recordings of Connor's channel. He also was recording Waybread's channel, and it's all in Vietnamese. I'm like, what in the hell is going on here? It's like there's not even editing done. It's just like random segments of Connor's stream and Waybread's stream. They were the only two. But apparently he was also using Twitch food and drink tags. So the reason it was suggested to me is because like Ingrediology was mentioned in there. I did a deep dive to try and figure out who this person was, if we could identify them in the community, like what the hell's going on. I still don't understand the purpose behind all of it, because it's like, I don't know. Are they monetized and they're getting views off of just posting content? Because one of the videos had like 120,000 views. I'm like, what is this? It was so strange. And so Connor and I were messaging back and forth a little bit the last week, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Never got to the bottom of it, but we just reported the channel, and yeah, it was weird. It was I don't understand. Anyways, chicken's in the oven. Temp check, thank you, Chris. So guys, we're coming back in here with our digital thermometer. We're going to put that in a thick part of our thigh. Whew. That's hot on the dickens. Right about 159, 153, and then let's temp the breast. All right, we are at 167 for this bad boy, which is a little hotter than I would prefer it to be, but we did take the time to get this skin nicely browned. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this and then tint it with aluminum foil and put our potatoes in. Oh, look at that, guys. That looks real nice. Looking good. Okay, so let's pop. Well, first off, let's pop over where you guys can actually see me. Hello again. How you doing? Annoyingly. Nope, still there. Annoying. Is it still there? I've not even checked up on it. I messaged Waybread too. Let him know. All right, guys, into the oven. We're going to be putting our potato wedges. Last vid was 2 months ago, though. So, yeah, maybe they're trying a different tact. I mean, banned. Oh, yes, everybody. Let's get this over here on the board. Quite happy. We're gonna take a little bit of aluminum foil, tint it over the top of our chicken. You know what? In order to do this, I think it'd let this foil sit a little tighter to our chicken. Why don't we remove our skewers? We had these metal skewers in place, guys, to keep our chicken flat while we were roasting it. Whew. Go ahead and remove those at this point. Am I pretty yet? Oh my god, it smells heavenly. Thank you, Chris. I'm sure you guys killed it over there. It smells good over here too. Rosemary, thyme, all that good stuff. Where's my towels? Here's the towels. All right, we're gonna set this off to the side, guys. And while we're waiting for our potatoes to roast, speaking of which, hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. We got our potatoes back in the oven. We are cooking those. I'm just double checking my oven temperature that I put here in the recipe. So yeah, back to 350 degrees. No mames. So back at 350 degrees there in the oven, we've put our garlic roasted potato wedges in, and we're gonna let them run for about 15 minutes, at which point I'm gonna rearrange the trays, take that bottom tray, put it up on the top, take the top tray, put it on the bottom, give them each a rotation of 180 degrees, and allow them to continue cooking for at least another 15 minutes, all right? We're just letting our chicken hang out here and rest while we're waiting for our potato wedges to finish up. Now, ideally in this recipe, oh, thanks, baby. Thanks, Davida. So ideally, during the course of this dinner, after our potatoes had roasted for 20 minutes, you guys distracted me. After they had soaked in the salt for 20 minutes, then we would have drained them and gotten in the oven immediately alongside the chicken. That's why both of these recipes are at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can cook these alongside. If I were to go back and redo this, at this point, I would probably start with the potatoes, at least get them soaking, and then cut up your chicken, get it all ready for the oven, start roasting it, and then you have a bit of a jump on that, on the salt marination time for your potatoes. That way you can cook these and they'll finish a little closer together at the same time. We've got a little bit of a lull right here that I wouldn't prefer, but hey, that's cooking in the kitchen, right? Now, to finish up our salad, we need to take our bowl that has our radicchio and our Tuscan kale in here, and we need to get this all mixed up. I need an even larger bowl than this. Well, do I have a big metal bowl? Something I can maneuver in a little bit better. We're gonna take one lemon, and we're gonna take its juice, squeeze it over the top of our kale. I blame myself, so do I. Just report it again to try and push them off YouTube. Mike, welcome to the stream. Rustigo Mike, it's great to see you. Bye, baby. Oh, I know I'm fine. I'm gonna take and roll this lemon with the heel of my hand. And then when you're squeezing this, guys, make sure you got this cup so you're talking about catching the seeds. Son of a... Damn it, a seed just fell right out.
Guess we're eating a seed.
Guess there's a seed in the salad you need to avoid. Kevin, Kathy, if you're watching this, you have been warned.
The hunt begins.
The hunt begins. I don't even gonna try it. It just fell right down in there. I mean, I did give it a try. It was like the second I squeezed it. Yeah, Megan, I don't need you over here. Excuse me. Whew. Win a prize if you find the seed. Yeah. You get free dinner the rest of the week. All right, with the lemon juice squeezed onto our salad, we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil, some salt, and just toss it. Just toss in the salad. Here you go, baby. If you would, pop that in there. Thank you. Kipling, get out of here. Why is everybody in the kitchen all of a sudden? Out. Come here. Psst. Come here, boy.
Go see Dada.
I'll just move the camera to him. Thank you for making an appearance on stream, Kipling. Appreciate you.
Hey, bud.
Kippy. Hi. Oh. Couldn't you make the dressing in a bowl and then add it to the salad after fetching the seeds? Yes, you absolutely could, Chris. But I'm just, with the simplicity of this vinaigrette that we have here today, where it's literally just lemon juice and olive oil and salt, I wasn't gonna mix just lemon juice and olive oil in a bowl. Goes your olive oil over the top here. Kipling, you handsome fluff. Squeeze the lemon over the top if you want one seed. Only one seed in the salad to add excitement, exactly. It's an interactivity thing. Eaten dangerously. Oh, will you break a crown? Won't you break a crown? Who knows? And a bit of salt. Now, I said this earlier, guys, when we were talking about the salad as I was introducing it, but the lemon juice that we squeeze here onto our very tough Tuscan kale is going to help soften it up a little bit, making it easier to eat, making it not as crunchy. I like that texture. I touch myself, I don't trust myself. Dressing in a bowl it is. Everybody, if you're just joining us here on Ingrediology, welcome to our Wednesday weeknight dinner. We got spatchcock chicken out of the oven and resting on top of the stove. We've got our roasted potato wedges in. They're gonna get nice and crispy for us. I'm just putting the dressing on our salad here. This is a Tuscan kale or lacinato kale. You might also see it termed in the grocery store. And radicchio. That's why I have in the bowl right now. But we're gonna top this with some thinly sliced red pear, dried cranberries, and
Logan,
goat's
we good?
cheese. So chèvre. Seeds add crunch. Who needs croutons? This boy down?
You don't sound asleep.
All right. We're gonna have to do like the Caesar salad with the croutons and everything, making your own croutons and doing the tableside style of Caesar in the olive wood bowl. Thanks for getting a jump on the dishes, Maggie. I appreciate you, baby. Guys, I don't know if you knew this. I think we probably talked about it here on stream, but we are about 2 weeks away from Tef being here at our house and staying the weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Tef, I can't wait till you're here and we can cook some food together. Maybe make some What's the thing that he?
Frikadeller.
Frikadeller. Yeah, maybe I'm going to show you how to do frikadeller the right way. Fighting words. You gonna do stream with Tef and Greedyology? Yes, I think we'll have at least one stream while Tef is here that we're both cooking. He's like as tall as Kevin apparently.
Might be taller.
He's like 6'7" or something crazy like that. I don't know. He told me in those whatever metric units. So I don't know. He could be 8 feet tall for all I know. Gonna head to bed, Logan. Would love to stay and chat, but I need some sleep. You rest up, Connor. I appreciate you being here at all, my friend. Guys, make sure you're following Connor, aka the only deaf guy, over on his stream. And since he's in the UK, which is why he's going to bed right now, he usually streams in the morning time for us here in the US. So it's a fun place to just chat and hang out and chill and lurk. But yeah, you get some sleep, Connor. Have a good one, buddy. Thank you for the shout out, Snake Eye. I appreciate you. Let's see. Now, I can put the salad down here. I'm going to transfer the salad back into the bowl right here. This dark green of our kale and the bright purple of our radicchio. It's just a beautiful salad. Gets even better with the pear in there, right? Chris, I think I'm gonna crack a beer with you. We're kind of in a holding pattern right now. So why not have a drink? There we go. Nice Modelo Especial for you and for me. Is anybody else cooking along with us here at home? Give us a shout out here in chat. Tastemade people? Deirdre! Hi, Deirdre. Deirdre, would you pre-salt potato wedges? Would you pre-salt sweet potato wedges also? Deirdre, sweet potatoes aren't as starchy as regular potatoes, but they still have starch in them. This is a tricky question, Deirdre. You might be stumping me. I don't want to just give the answer of yes, you would pre-salt them. I think it would behave in the same way, but I'd have to try it out. I've never done sweet potato wedges in this fashion. But that's a great question. I'm sorry, however long ago you asked it, that I missed you. But yeah, so maybe is my answer. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but yeah, I've never cooked them. I've never cooked sweet potato wedges in this wedge fashion, but we might have to now that you suggested it. How you doing, Deirdre? Are you keeping abreast of everything in the situation here? Are there any other questions you have? Yeah, catch you up on. Thanks for being here on Tastemade, by the way. I appreciate you. I'm drinking a Pinot Noir. Ooh, white girl wasted. You getting white girl wasted, Sarah? Is that what's about to happen? Or I mean, just being a white girl, do you just call it wasted? Mm-hmm. Put the lime in the beer, you nut. I'll try and let you know. Yeah, give it a chance, Deirdre, and then if it comes out well for you, even if it comes out bad for you, just message me. I am curious. I'm curious like you are. The reason we put the salt on the potatoes and let them soak for so long, everybody, is to remove a lot of the moisture from the potato, draw out as much as possible, and it works just like you would be salting meat. Salt will pull out the moisture from the cells of your potatoes, and that helps to make our potatoes much crispier as they cook in the oven. Speaking of which, we got to be coming up close to our potatoes being done, don't we? Looks like they're starting to bubble on the skin on the outside. I've still got the camera set up, but unlike our broiling technique that we do with the chicken, I'm not going to leave the oven open while we're cooking. Okay. So you typed that, Snake Eye. It didn't censor you in that way. It'd be funny if it did. I miss you and Kathy drinking on stream. Kathy, you want to come have a shot of bourbon? Hover wants to see you drinking on stream.
Oh, golly.
Yeah.
That'll have to be a whole stream.
do you mean a whole stream?
The whole stream of drinking.
Come take a shot of bourbon. What, you need to be fall down drunk?
Not even when you're not drunk.
I agree. You're fun, sober or drunk, Abby. What are you having? Some Buffalo Trace?
Buffalo Trace.
Ooh, very nice. You want a glass? You want
Just
the...
a small glass. Didn't even do my hair or anything, so it's not.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I woke up like this.
Flawless.
Now they can't hear you, really.
can't?
They
Okay.
can't, like, not that well, just
It's
because
just as well.
here's the mic right
It's
here.
okay. It's
Yeah.
just
She
as
said she
well.
she didn't even do her hair or makeup or anything, guys. She just, wanders around like this. You wanna
It's COVID.
you wanna check out the the glass that she drinks bourbon from? There we go.
It's a kid's
Camera's here.
Here. This'll do it. This is my hand.
Look how good those nails look too, everybody.
That's Queen.
Hi, Brenda. Who's Brenda? I guess you're Brenda now. Cheers, cheers. I heard her. She transcends the mic. Cheers to you. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, Brenda.
Here you go. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that'll do it. I'm glad I'm drinking beer. You having a tough time with that?
You lightweight. I tried to chug it.
Okay, guys, let's cut up our pear. Cut up our pear, get some picks. So, when you're slicing your pear down, guys, just have it and then quarter it. Hey, what's happening? We got a new follower. San SoCal Christian, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. My name's Logan. This is a Greedyology. What are you up to here on this fine Wednesday afternoon, my friend? We are cooking some spatchcock chicken, roasted potato wedges. I'm working on our kale and radicchio salad. Yeah, we're just gonna slice these wedges thinly. You're now only one behind, says Chris. Salud, prost. Cheers. Skål. I really like the redskin pear, but if you can't find a redskin pear at your grocery store, everybody, feel free to sub in a Bartlett or a D'Anjou pear. You can call me Christian. You got it, Christian. Great to see you. Christian, if you'd like to make the recipes that we're making here today on stream, you can hit exclamation point recipe in chat, and that'll take you over to our website. I put together class guides for each of our streams, so not only does it have the recipes, but there's the equipment list, a recommended list of equipment you should use. The recipes function as a shopping list. There's nutritional information. Go check it out, guys. Who's crying over there? All right, my timer for 15 minutes on the potatoes is going off, everybody. So let's give those a look-see. We need to give these a turn. And a rotate. Ooh. What's going on? Capri Sun Poppy! Gio, you son of a bitch. Welcome back in, sir. It's good to see you, man. Guys, make sure you're following Capri Sun Poppy over on his channel. He's a really, really good dude. Amazing TikToker, content thief, and a son of a bitch. It's great to have you, my friend. You just come by for the calf cam? What are you doing? What have you been up to? Thanks for liking my TikToks. My terrible little TikToks that I'm putting out. You're the TikTok king. Capri Sun Poppy has come down from on high. Are you partner yet, buddy? You gotta be close if you're not already, right? Who let this guy in? Guys, make sure you're following Capri over on his channel. If you think I'm ADHD, which I totally am, he takes this to a new level, and I love his streams, I love his content, and the fun shows he puts together. What was the frog thing you were doing? Look at the badge. What's your badge? It doesn't show me. I'm using a different chat thing right now. Hey, there you go. Verified, baby. Congrats. Love you, dude. Exclamation point caper? Yeah, guys, just hit exclamation point caper in chat. Like caper is in vegetable. The vegetable, the juniper berry that's pickled. Kathy didn't finish her shot of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? It's like, this is ridiculous, okay? So we're just gonna continue our binge drinking. What are you saying, Megan?
I thought these were
Oh, you thought that was a
beers.
beer too? Oh,
I was
okay.
like, why do you have 2 beers open?
5-1 confirmed. That's right. While he is short, he stands tall in our hearts. Remy's gonna be taller than you here soon, man. Gonna outgrow you. What are you doing on stream tonight, my friend? Cameron says PP is a brave variety streamer who's only 5'1". Follow him. Some say binge drinking, others say another day in COVID. Ain't that the truth, right? I think the level of the bar was changed for what is binge drinking and what's just, getting by during the whole restriction. Hey, what's going on? Johnson, thank you for the host with 11 viewers. Did you come in and raid? Why did I get it like that? John, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for hosting the channel. Thank you for following Galaxius 101. Appreciate you. Hey, there we go, guys. Goat Farmer Bluesy. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody. Guys, if you've not been on Ingrediology before, my name's Logan, and I host these Wednesday weeknight dinners every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Mountain here in the U.S. And today we're making spatchcock chicken. So spatchcock chicken is a special way to prepare your chicken where you cut out the backbone and you lay it flat, secure it with some skewers, but it makes a very crispy skin, perfectly roasted chicken. We're accompanying that with some roasted potato wedges and a Tuscan kale and radicchio salad. Whoa, we got some new subs coming. Pookie Man, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you being here on Ingrediology. You guys are awesome. Did you do this, Caper? Gio, did you make this happen? Guys, make sure you're following our raider right now, Johnson, over on their channel. I appreciate you coming over and sharing the love, Johnson. What I gotta be honest with you, I'm not familiar with you. What do you do on your channel? Go ahead and feel free to self-promo down here in the bottom. Tell people a little bit about your channel, what you do, what you like to cook, whatever. No, I would take credit for it. Nah, you made it happen by having a knife. Ooh, I got plenty of knives. Tons of knives laying around here in the Ingrediology kitchen. If I did. Oh, you make knives. Oh, interesting. God. Do you make custom knives? I mean, obviously you're making them, they're custom, right? Sorry, I just had a shot of bourbon and a beer.
All hands stand to battle stations.
That's weird. Why is that coming through right now? Either way, no, I don't cook. I make stainless steel kitchen knives. John, I'm going and following you right now. That's awesome. N-S-I-I-N. There we go. Making of knives. I practice freehand stock removal full-time as a hobby. Make my own cheese from leather wood, larger ones here lately. Present. Awesome. So are these like kitchen knives or are these like kill people knives? I'm just gonna stand here and eat pears. Thank you, Chris. You like that? That's been our raid alert for over a year and a half now. Red alert, shields up. So yes, so you make both people stabby knives and food stabby knives. That's awesome. Yeah, so you've done chef's knives before and whatnot? Now it says on your page that you're a hobbyist, but do you sell these things? If you do sell them, please feel free to drop a link to wherever that is that you market. We're happy to promote you, my man. That's a cool hobby, dude. I'd love to get into that. Chocolate covered almonds for the win. I know. We're sitting here hungry. Only knives instead of only pans or only pans. It's only knives. Jesus. Mostly kitchen knives. Very nice. Snake Eye, can we give permission to John? Or John, would you DM Snake Eye or Tef or Hover Sway, one of our mods? And give them the link and we'll pop that up for you. All right, sorry. We just in general have links blocked in chat. I think we did a while back. I think it was when we had front page back in the fall. Who's messaging me? Oh, Connor messaged me. You will not get timed out for 60 seconds. Okay, John, go ahead and do it again. But I'm definitely gonna be checking out your stream. That's so cool. So what is, well, it depends on the usage, right? For your knives and whatnot. What's kind of your go-to kitchen knife in terms of length and shape? Will you be making anything for St. Patrick's Day tomorrow? Fan Dukes, we only go out on Wednesdays. I do one stream a week. And unfortunately, that didn't fall on St. Patrick's Day this year. It's been 1 year, guys, by the way. I was thinking about this today. It's been 1 year since we did our Ingrediology brownie boxes. This is the later version. This isn't the brownie box that we sent out. We had a different box for the brownie boxes. But we used to sell these boxes and then throw a stream where people could cook along with all the ingredients that we shipped to you. Shipped worldwide. It was quite the time. It was a good time. But that is 1 year. Tomorrow was our awesome St. Patrick's Day brownie stream that we hosted with Irish Kate and Mayor Wirtz. Had a hand in it for Stump the Chump. Good times. I love my friends. Happy anniversary. Okay, all right, sorry, John. He makes and sells great things. Oh, heard that goat. Hello, Darth Verbaka. Welcome back to the stream. Great to see ya. A fork mainly. My wife uses knives better than I do. Okay. Yeah, man, thanks for the warm welcome. Have a great stream. Time to go get me some food. Heard that, John. I get it. You're done with stream. You're right out. You want to be out for the evening because it's hard being on for multiple hours. I get it, dude. But thanks again so much for the raid. You're awesome. I'm definitely going to be checking out your channel. Guys, make sure you're following John Sin over on this channel. Guy makes
Logan.
knives. All right? Guys makes knives. And he raided into Ingrediology. That's all the more proof I need. I feel like the Irish dinner is just Guinness anyways. Exactly. You got enough calories in a glass of Guinness for an Irish dinner. I don't know. We'd have to ask Irish Kate about that. Kate is back in streaming, everybody. If you didn't know that, Kate is back on her channel. She's living in Dallas, Texas right now. And her and Bark are making their lives together. Finally. They've been dating for like 7 years, long distance between Texas and Ireland. And now they finally live in the same house. And they're gonna be getting married here in the next couple of weeks. I need to order, Megan, we need to order them a wedding gift. All right? And I'm just so happy for her. It's such a long way. I was telling Kate, like, she is just the epitome of what I think America should stand for. Of like, come here and immigrate and still have hope in our society and what good things can happen. So many people around the world still want to come to the United States. As negative as people in the US are on the US, it's still a beacon for people to want to hit the goal to live here. You know, and Kate has done that. It took years. It took multiple years and going through the process and dealing with lawyers and getting all that done. All for love. All for love. But yeah, big shout out to Irish Kate. She's live now, so we could ask her, is Kate live? Oh, we'll be raiding into Kate here if we finish before her. We'll be going to Kate. All right, that's already decided. Oh, getting those potato wedges done. So we got our pear and Tuscan kale and radicchio salad going on right here, guys. I should probably set this up. Megan, would you come get a picture too of our salad, baby, if you don't mind? I'm gonna dress this up for us. Let's mix in this top layer so it looks full of pears, but you know, not as if the pears have been set on top, which, you know, below 1 inch, there's really not any pears, but it has to look full, but not too staged. Not too staged, right? Is that good? Is that a good dispersal of our pears, everybody? What do you think? Yeah, she's live for only 30 minutes, so we'll totally be done first. Oh, really? She went live late today. She's usually on around 2, or at least she has been here in the past. So I just put our dried cranberries on top of our salad, everybody. So our salad consists of this Tuscan kale, radicchio, thinly sliced red pear, dried cranberries, and I'm gonna finish off by just putting some chèvre around the edges. What do you think, baby? You doing good? You having a good day? Just here for that patch, guys. Guantes. Guantes Mediano. Looks amazing, and sure, it tastes even better. Thanks, Darth. Darth, what have you been up to? Guys, if you do like the food that we make here on stream and you don't feel like going back and watching the VOD, I take the recordings of my streams and I cut them down into YouTube videos so they're just a little bit more digestible for you. So if you go over to a YouTube and you search Ingrediology, or you can hit exclamation point YouTube here in chat, you can follow me over on my YouTube channel, and instead of watching like a 2-hour churros stream, we can have like a 12-minute churros instructional recipe video, all right? It takes some science. It takes some time, and I'm not the best editor, but it happens. There's Kippy. Kippy's just hanging out with me down here. Hey, Bubba. How you doing, buddy? You good boy? Where's everybody joining us from today? We got some non-US people hanging out here in chat. There we go. Oh, hey, who we got coming in? A Night Fury Divine, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following, my friend. Did you come in with Johnson's raid? My name's Logan, by the way. This is Ingrediology. I'm a chef out of Denver, Colorado. And we're making spatchcock chicken today, my friend. All right, baby. Look at that. Buenissima. Ohio. Where in Ohio? Well, I guess we don't want to get too specific, Darth. I'm from Bowling Green. I grew up like ages 6 to 18. I lived in Bowling Green, Ohio. So I'm from the Northwest Ohio. Oh, really? You're in Toledo? That's so funny. Yeah, so you've probably been down in BG a little bit. Now, did you go to UT? How'd you end up in Toledo? You're native? New York, Minnesota, Washington, D.C. Thank you, guys. Jess is in Minnesota. We got Darth in Washington, D.C. Blue is in New York. King Ross is over in the UK. In Toledo, Ohio. Yeah, he went to UT, originally from Youngstown area. Very cool. San Diego, which does mean a Wales vajayjay, if you didn't know. Actually, no one really knows the meaning. It's been lost to history. Uh-oh, I hear a boy. I hear a boy's up. Remy seems to have awoken upstairs. Guys, if you're just joining us here on the stream, please excuse this holding pattern that we're setting in right now. We've got our salad done. The chicken is out and resting underneath the aluminum foil that you see right here, back on the stove. And then we're waiting on our potato wedges to finish cooking. So let's give them a look-see real quick. They don't even have hardly any color on them. So we're gonna let them continue to cook. Just met someone yesterday that went to a school that I sang competitions at. Small world. It's a small world, especially in Ohio. Sorry, I didn't switch off the oven camp. Yeah, it is definitely a small world. Let's repeat that. Whew. Do you see chat on YouTube, Logan? Yeah, Johan, I do. So guys, I have like it all consolidated. I use a service called Restream, restream.io. And so they have a tool where I can install a browser chat in my OBS, and it stitches together Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube all into one chat. So if you're talking to me on Facebook, if you're talking to me on YouTube, or if you're talking to me on Twitch, I can see everything coming through right here. I think the San Diego meaning whale bit's a joke from Anchor. Yes, I know. I know it is. It means Saint Diego. But thanks for clearing that up. But yeah, we're waiting for those potato wedges to roast up. Guys, I mean, this gives me a chance to talk about what we got coming up here on the stream. if you go over to ingrediology.org and boop, there we go. This is the homepage on ingrediology.org. You can see today we've got this upcoming class here with our spatchcock chicken. But next week, next Wednesday, we're gonna be doing our mushroomy meatloaf. And then for our final stream in March, we're gonna be doing tiramisu. All right, so if you'd like to cook along with us during those streams, we're live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Mountain. And each one of these classes, for instance, with the tiramisu. What? Okay. For our mushroomy meatloaf, we have our equipment list, all the recommended equipment that we know you're gonna need to use during the making of this recipe, and then we have the recipe itself. This is gonna be accompanied with some delicious mashed potatoes and some green peas. Very simple. What I really like about this mushroom meatloaf is that the gravy we put on top. Get your ketchup and bacon and brown sugar loving ass out of here, because we put actual gravy on top of ours. This is a delicious mushroom and beef stock and Worcester, which who's your sister sauce on top of it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love this. And I have not had a lot of signups for this. You know, it doesn't seem very popular. I get that mushroom is not haute cuisine, that this is not the most artistic thing that you could be making on stream, but everybody loves a good meatloaf. Meatloaf is always a hit, and it's super simple. Anyways, check it out. This is what we're making next week here on stream. After that, making tiramisu. And you can sign up on Tastemade. You don't even have to sign up. You can just, this is freely available to you guys on the internet if you want to use it. Sorry guys, I gotta sneeze. There we go. Ketchup forever. Get out of here, Hover. Nobody likes ketchup, okay? Nobody wants ketchup. Nobody likes ketchup. Ketchup sucks. I love a good shroom, says Snake Eye. Oh, thanks, Snake Eye, for tossing that in. Me too. Me too. All right, guys, we're gonna break down our chicken. We're just gonna get ahead of our potato wedges. I don't know if we're gonna finish on time with the potato wedges today. We've been hanging out and talking here for a little while, and I'm not trying to keep you. I assume that if you're following along with us, you already have your potato wedges in the oven, and they're just continuing to cook, just like mine are. So let's get our spatchcock chicken out, and we're gonna break this down, okay? Just separate it into its constituent parts. Separate 2 breasts out, and then cut out our 2 legs with the thigh and the drumstick meat on them. I'm gonna pull out some gloves to aid me in this process. I'm impressed on how far you've come on Twitch. Prasa, thank you. I appreciate that. How are things going for you at Fridays out there? You still working in the kitchen? Oh. Yes, please. So this is a spatchcock chicken, everybody. If you have been sitting here, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Spatchcocking is where we remove the backbone of our chicken and then split it open, laying it flat and securing it with skewers across the center here. Now, to break this down, I'm just gonna cut the skin and the thigh away. So this pops out in one piece. Just making a cut like this. Lifting up the leg, cutting down the skin. There we go. So we have our leg pieces secured right here. And then we need to remove the breasts from the backbone, the rest of the carcass. You can totally keep this intact and keep the rib cage on the back. I find it's easier eating if you remove this from the rib cage. I'm trying to find the shoulder joint in here. Up, up, up. Yeah, it's right there. Get out of here. I've had too many shots of bourbon to put up with this. And same thing on the other side.
The hell is this? The fuck? Megan, getting hair in my chicken? It's too long to be my hair. Anyways, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Finding a hair on your cutting board is never good. There we go. There's the shoulder joint. Pick that up. Good stuff. Real tasty. Real tasty. Automod didn't like boys. Evil Marksman, welcome to the stream. So wet. Yeah, so guys, you can't use the M word on stream or in chat, okay? No M word. Megan doesn't like the M word, so you will get timed out if you put in the M word in chat. Fair warning. Oh, Meg was just calling dibs on that piece? I bet she was. Okay. Man. Guys, I really overcalculated, or undercalculated, I suppose, with the potato wedges here today. My bad. I should have done the potato wedges first. I'll freely admit it. Freely admit it. That's why we're in this holding pattern right now. Because I didn't think this through enough. But at least we're having some good times, a good couple of drinks. Oh man, you could make some amazing cockaliki soup. What the hell is cockaliki soup? I feel like I've wandered into something. I swear to God, Evil Marksman, I will have Tef ban you. Maybe just call him dibs. Yeah, I still cook. I'm now doing more the manager side of things, and my team is doing well. Good. That's awesome, Rasta. That's no small achievement right there. Running a kitchen. It's hard work, dude. It's hard work, and I appreciate you, and you're doing a good job, and you need to keep at it, all right? Unless you don't want to, then don't. But, yeah, it's a tough life working in restaurants. King Rasta is a chef in his own right. Got a soup just consisting of leeks and peppered chicken stock, often thickened with rice or sometimes barley. The original recipe added prunes during cooking, and traditionalists still garnished with a julienne of prunes. Not a pun, just some good soup. Okay, all right. You have me worried there because of the name. That sounds like something that I've wandered into before. But yeah, that's interesting. Cockaliki soup. I'm gonna try that out. I put many hours into them. I bet you have. And you'll put many more, won't you, my friend? Okay. Well, guys, let's plate up our Alex S's bug to spot. Bird, thank you. Thank you, Snake Eye, for booking a spot over in Tastemade. Did I just shut off the live stream on the... Oh no. Oh no. Deirdre, come back. Okay, good. We're still going out live. Good, we haven't ended the event. Chef John from Food Wishes just put out a video on making it. Oh, really? Chef John. I don't know if I've heard of Food Wishes. Hashtag professional. You know what? It's fine. The stream is still up. Deirdre, I'm glad you're still here. Oh, wait, Deirdre left. There's nobody on Tastemade, but we're still streaming there. Okay. Let's get this plate up with a little bit of salad. Wipe down. I assume Kate's still on. What are you laughing at, Hover? No, I was like, well, Deirdre's still here. Oh, wait, Deirdre left. You know what? It happens. It happens. Hey, you're kidding me.
Welcome to the kitchen. Glad to have you here. Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. My name's Logan, and this is Ingrediology. We're making a spatchcock chicken today. We're getting ready to plate it up here. Okay. So we're gonna get our salad composed onto the plates, everybody. And then we'll place our chicken down. Kitten, where are you joining us from? Evil Marksman, do you save money? Do you save money buying a whole chicken? So Marksman, that's a great question. I find in the long run, you save money. And what I mean by that is by taking and roasting a chicken, you're cutting it down into its component parts and deep frying the legs, making fried chicken with the breast, however you want to use that chicken meat, and then taking that carcass and using it for stock. It's at that point you save money. If you're just looking for roasted chicken, like a rotisserie chicken that you could get at your grocery store, you can get those for like $4. And if you're buying a whole chicken that you're gonna take home and butcher and roast yourself, unless you're making stock out of it, you're not saving money. It's cheaper to go and buy that rotisserie chicken if you're just after roasted chicken. But if you make it out of stock, if you make stock out of that chicken, you're also gonna be saving a couple more bucks on the back end, depending on how much stock that you make, by saving that carcass. All right. Now, if you don't do that, just buy rotisserie chicken if you're just looking for roasted chicken. All right. Otherwise, you're not going to save money. Because, you know, the roasted chickens, the rotisserie chickens that you find in the grocery store, they're like $4 or $5 for a rotisserie chicken. And if you go into the freezer section or the meat section, you're going to spend like $8 to $10, sometimes $12 on a whole roasted chicken. Why am I on Kipling right now? On a whole roasted chicken? The Kipling is my best friend because there's chicken about, all right? We call him Meat Face. Stock is the way, exactly. We're in the process on a regional cook-off for the best store win a staff party, and there's 12 other stores we're up against, so it's been making sure that my team are plating food like the picture perfect. That's awesome, King Ross, and that's a challenge. Takes time to get people trained like that. What kind of party are they gonna do for it? They're gonna take you to a bowling alley, or are they gonna like put you up in an Airbnb for a night? Like what level of party are we talking? Yeah, small chicken in the UK is about 4 pounds, $5.26 US dollar. Cat cam is better than calf cam. Is that what you think, Snake Eye? I mean, I don't disagree. There we go. Spatchcock chicken and salad. Or a medium chicken. Not gonna lie, Kipling got back and it's gorgeous. You think so? Hey, buddy boy. How are you doing? Hi. Good boy. Guys, potato wedges are coming out of the oven. There we go. Finally. It is worth the wait. Maybe it's worth the wait. I don't know how many people we dropped over the course of watching me just drink and talk and scratch Kipling. But we've got some delicious roasty toasty potato wedges ready to come out of the oven. Good color on them too. I'm very happy with this. Anyway, good shot. How about this way? Ugh. I'm just trying to get a good clip I can use on YouTube, guys. I start here and then we do the slow rotation out. Yeah. Is this obnoxious enough for you?
right, guys. Get some of those on the plate. Good to go. Shit. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Carb cam. Taste that B-roll. Roll that beautiful bean footage. All right, guys. We're gonna have our next batch. Couple more minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 7 minutes. There we go. But I'm gonna close down stream with you guys. Guys, don't forget that if you would like to support Ingrediology in our efforts to help you cook better at home, you can go to ko-fi.com/Ingrediology and pledge your monthly support or give us a one-time tip. Every little bit counts, and it helps us buy groceries as well as support website hosting fees and buy equipment and just make all this that you see possible for you. We're very thankful to our subscribers. We are going to be starting something next month. There was actually a request of Chris Swearigan. We lost Christopher to ranch water. I'm finishing dinner. Emily. That's fantastic. So it was Chris's idea that we do this, but he was asking if we could go back to the Zoom call style streams, just so we have that interaction in between yourselves and me as you're cooking along with me. We're gonna be offering to subscribers here on the channel, if you subscribe over on Ko-Fi, a monthly live cooking class in which we'll all be in the same video call together. It won't be live streamed out. This will be about you and me as a perk to people who are subscribing. Our first class is gonna be on April 9th. It's gonna be Saturday, April 9th, so everybody can join in with us. So keep a lookout on our Discord server, on Instagram, on Facebook, anywhere that you follow Ingrediology for an announcement where you can join that if you are a sub, especially on Ko-Fi, okay? With that, make sure you're following our YouTube channel. You can catch the replay and the edited version of these classes that I put up on a semi-weekly basis. And you can follow our reels on Instagram where I post tips and tricks and how to help you in the kitchen. And we'll be back with you here on Wednesday, next Wednesday, the 23rd at 3 p.m. Mountain, where we're gonna be making very mushroomy meatloaf. All right, guys, I love this meatloaf. It's really good. It's got a beautiful gravy with it. But yeah, Logan, is there a reason Ko-Fi's logo is a coffee cup? Because Ko-Fi is supposed to be like, hey, could you buy me a coffee? Like if you got the money to, like if you just want to help out with the stream, it costs you about the same as a cup of coffee at Starbucks. So that's why it's Ko-Fi. It's supposed to be coffee, kind of like that. Should we raid Irish Kate? Darth, I think we should raid Irish Kate. That's exactly what we're gonna be doing. By the way, I dropped a soup recipe. If it interests you, thank you, Marksman. I appreciate that. Did you do that over in the Discord? If you'd like to interact with these lovely people that you meet here on stream, guys, you can do so over in our Discord. ! Discord in chat. We're gonna be going and seeing my friend Kate. She's in Texas now, everybody, and we love her. And make sure that you show a lot of love here for Kate for the rest of the day. The real Christopher has the money to buy a Zoom dinner for his department during COVID. Love my brother. Love to my brother. We all need to send him a bunch of ketchup just to... No, Darth, you should not send me any ketchup. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Again, thanks for being here on Ingrediology. I appreciate you. And we'll see you here next week for a very mushroomy meatloaf. Peace.